The Canadian Card Collector here, and welcome back to day 231 of a daily deck review. And the deck that we're taking a look at today is from one of my favorite TV shows, and it is the Stranger Things playing card from Theory 11. So, with no further ado, let's take a look and see what we get. But before we start, these are still fully sealed in the cellophane wrapper, so we're gonna see if there's a pull tab. And I don't think these ones have one. So we'll just find a spot and rip that cellophane straight off. It might take a minute, but I don't know, I don't know if there's a pull tab or not. There's this plastic kind of like hanger on it. Okay, now we got that cellophane out of the way. Here we have the Stranger Things playing cards in a matte black finished tuck box with a bunch of red foiling and holographic kind of foiling all over the tuck box. At the top it says 311, Stranger Things playing cards. And then you got all the 5 main characters there. Here you got Will, Dustin, 11, and Mike. There, and that says Theory 11, and that says Netflix over there. And you kind of got the upside down right there. And you got the little hand, little gesture there, and then you got the little Demogorgon kind of little icons there in the corners. Then a little holographic border on the side. It says the premium playing card. Then you got the little upside down kind of little vines there, and then you got the little Stranger Things logo, and then 311 logo there. And the same thing on the other side, that red and holographic look. On the bottom, you got the 311 logo and the Netflix logo just over there in that red. And then you got premium playing cards, 311. And at the bottom it says Netflix made in America. On the back, you got a sneak peek of that back design there. And then for the seal, it's a red stamp style seal, and it says HNL for Hawkins National Laboratory. And that says property of Hawkins National Laboratory, U.S. Department of Energy, restricted access. And then you got the 311 logo. And then there is something that's underneath the seal, but I don't know what it says because it is covered up by that seal. So it does say something there. And you got another little design there. And now we will crack the seal and get my handy dandy card opener. Or seal opener, I guess. Yeah. That wasn't too bad, but still not perfect. And then on the inner tuck flap, you got the Stranger Things logo. And on the inner tuck flap, you just got two little like dice, I guess, for like the D&D, because they do like playing D&D. So I guess those are like the different sided dice, would be my guess. If we take the cards out of the box, on the inside of the tuck box, on the inner tuck flap, you got those like, little Christmas lights with all the letters that Joyce makes in season 1. There. And it's kind of like in most silver metallic ink-ish, kind of. And the lights are in the red metallic ink. And then you kind of got the wallpaper as the background for or the inside of the tuck box is the wallpaper there. In kind of like a black and gray kind of colorway. That goes all throughout the inner tuck box. And that's a really cool detail. I like when they add little details to the inside of the tuck boxes. And because I really like the show, this makes me like the tuck box even more now. And now that's on the inside, which is really cool and unique. From now that we've seen took a look at the tuck box, time to take a look at the cards. And first we'll start with that back design. Here we have a mirrored back design with the standard white border going around. And it looks like it might have a little bit of silver metallic ink on it. Yeah, yep, so the silver parts are silver metallic ink. And then at the top you got Vecna's eyes. Then you got the Demogorgon. Then you got a phone. I don't know why it's going out of focus. Then you got the phone. Then you got the hand. Then you got the smoke monster, which I forget the name. The hive mind? No. Smoke Monster. I'll just call it the Smoke Monster for now. I forget the actual name. Then you got Hockey. And then you got the arcade there. Then you got, this is from one of the newer seasons, but you got the grandfather clock there in the middle. Then you got the light bulbs, and then you got like a D10 or a D20 there. And then it's just mirrored on the other side. Then you got a little border going around. And there's a mirrored background, so you can flip it over. And it's the same design in both directions. Now for the cards you get with the deck. And we start with the first Joker. It says Joker, Joker there. And that one's right side up, but then I guess no, there would be, yeah, you got two Jokers there. And then in the middle there, you got a circle design, so like the little portal opening. And you got Vecna there with the grandfather clock just behind. And then you kind of got the vines that are coming out of that portal. And then you got a second Joker there. I'm guessing like this is like the red Joker, I guess, and this would be like the black, but they both have black font. And then you got another little portal there. And then you got a Demogorgon popping out with some more of those little vines popping out there, and you can see like the upside down behind them. Then you got the custom Ace of Spades there. There it's a kind of another little portal kind of, and it has like a little red and square design in the back. And you got the red spade there with the red bordered outline. Then you got 11 there, doing like the hand motion that she does there. And that's her look from season, I was going to say season 4, or it could be season 3, not entirely sure. I kind of forget. It's been a minute since I watched it. You know, season 3 or 4, that's your look. But yeah, you got 11 there in the middle, and it says Stranger Things, 311 there. And then you actually got custom spade pips, where it's like a half and half design, where it's half solid, so the black, half solid, and then stripes for the other side, and it has that silver metallic ink. And that's the same for the rest of the spades. And you kind of got that custom, like, almost Stranger Things kind of like font for the numbers there. And then for the quick cards, they are fully custom quick cards. And you got all the different characters from the show. So for the Jack of Spades, you got Steve. Yeah, you got Steve. I forget his last name. Steve. Oh my, I'm blanking so much right now. But all I know is it is Steve, and you got his bat there. And that's gonna bug me now that I don't know his last name. And then you got Robin. Yeah, I got Robin there. I was gonna say her actual name because I know I got Robin there as the Scoops Ahoy in her Scoops Ahoy outfit. And then you got yeah, Steve, and then you got Dustin Henderson there as the king, and he has his walkie-talkie on his head and his iconic hat, and then he has like a D20 or D10 in his hand there. And oh, his little detail, he has the little Demogorgon or creature there on his shoulder there. Yeah, I can't think of Steve's last name at the moment, but then you got the Ace of Diamonds, which has the arcade logo there. And a little silver kind of little border in between there, so you got a custom Ace of Diamonds. Then you're pretty much the same thing as the spade there. It's a half and half design, so half solid, half silver lines there. And then you got the Jack, Queen, King, fully custom again. So then you got Eddie there with his guitar for the Jack. And then you got Max, Mad Max there with her skateboard for the Queen. And she's got her radio there, her headset on, her music. And then you got Lucas there with his slingshot for the King. And then for the clubs, you got the custom club pip. And then you got the half and half design once again. So half solid, half those silver stripes. And then you got the fully custom cards. And then you got Will Byers there in his like D&D magic outfits from season 3. You got Will the Wise there. Will the Wise. And then you got Joyce Byers, the mother. There you got the axe, and it has a little doll in her hand. There for the queen, and then the king is no, and then the jack is Jonathan Byers with his camera there. Then you got that fully custom, the custom club pips, like I mentioned before, like the half and half design. Then you got the custom ace of clubs there, and it says, well, it did say welcome to Hawkins, but then it's crossed out, it says welcome to hell. There in that red. And then you got the hearts here. And it's the same thing, the half and half, like the half solid and the half silver stripes. And you got the fully custom core cards. And there is, I don't know if I mentioned it yet, but there is like silver metallic ink on the the custom aces and all the core cards. And then for the hearts, you got Mike Wheeler with his walkie-talkie and the AV Club mic. And then you got Nancy Wheeler with a little clipboard and says visitor or a little little binder there. And then you got Police Chief Jim Hopper for the Jack, and he has his Hawkins Police cup and his iconic hat, and then his little blaster there. And then you got the half and half design for the hearts once again. And then you got the custom Ace of Hearts, and it is the Starcourt Mall from season 3, so the shopping mall. And then you got a little ad card, and it says Hellfire Club, like join our campaign today. The Hellfire Club, little Hellfire Club kind of little ad card. You can pause and read all that if you want. And on the back, it's just the back design, and then you got another little card that has that kind of like Christmas lights, like alphabet again there, and then the back design there, and then it has like the Demogorgon, or not Demogorgon, or it could be a Demogorgon, or the Vecna little claw coming out of the wall there. And it's the back design on the back. Now that we took a look at all the cards there, we can finally get on to the handling. And as always, we'll start with the springs. And like I say, these cards are definitely slippery and slidey. And the springs feel nice and flexible. They're a nice flex to it. They're not like super stiff, which is nice. And these are straight out of the box. They got a nice bend to them. These are made by Theory11, so they are made by the United States Playing Card Company. So they should have that air cushion finish and quality to it. They got those nice smooth springs. Now we'll get on to the fans. And as you can see, they spread pretty evenly. You can see most of the pips and numbers. There's no stickiness or clumpiness to the cards. Now for the Pharaoh. You get a super smooth Pharaoh there, and they interlock and weave flawlessly. Now for a giant pin of the back design. Now for that reverse Pharaoh. And the reverse Pharaoh is not as smooth. I did have to push them together to get them interlock and weave, but they interlock and weave pretty flawlessly there. Now for a giant pin of the faces. Now for the riffle shuffle or bridge shuffle. Well, three flawless riffles in a row. There's nothing wrong with the riffle shuffles or bridge shuffles. They're pretty flawless and work every time. Now on to the packet cuts. Well, there's definitely not much to say about the packet cuts, but they do packet cut pretty nicely. And they stay pretty packed together, which is nice. But any cards are cards, and cards could slip out of your hands at any moment. Because they're definitely not a fully solid item. They definitely are slidey there, and they could just go flying. That happens to me all the time. And now time for the one-handed cut, or Charlier cut. Now time for the dribble. And I don't know why every time I do the dribbles, but they just like the cards just like to go flying on me. I don't know how to prevent that. Only seem to be pretty nice dribbles. Nothing too crazy about them though. But I should stop before they go flying out of my hands. And now time for that spread fan. And lastly, spread the cards on the table. Well, I gotta say, Theory11 has outdone themselves once again. They made this pretty fantastic and an overall well-designed deck, like always, because they make high-quality decks all the time. And this has to be up there for one of my favorites. And this has to be one of my favorite TV shows out there. So I might just be a little bit biased about it, but other than that, it's still well designed. I like the red and the silver kind of contrast there. Makes it pop when you like move it around there. And all that intricate details and all the little details from the show there. Then you got the fully custom like faces of the cards here. Oops. There, so you got those fully custom quick cards with all the different characters from the TV show. And you got the fully custom aces there. Each ace is fully custom with different things from the show, which is really nice. And then you got those fully custom quick cards too. I mean, jokers there. So overall, an excellent designed deck. And if you're a fan of Stranger Things, this is definitely recommended to pick up. But if you're a fan of Theory11, I would still pick it up anyways because it's an amazing deck. And for the handling, it handled pretty fantastic because it is United States Playing Card Company made and stock and finish. There's not really much to talk about there because we already seen the handling. It was nice and smooth, everything. So with that being said, because this has been pretty long already, so I'm just going to wrap it up now. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed. This has been day 231 of a daily deck review, and this has been the Stranger Things playing cards from Theory11. And I'm the Canadian Card Collector, signing out. That's the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.